I'm just going to leave off a positive note, and I'm going to reveal some icons that I have. Here we go. I finished my logo of my icon, which is I'm not going to reveal what my sprite is because I have not finished it yet. What I'm going to need to finish was the animation. Yeah, I got the draft, but I haven't finished I have not gotten the at least the animations or finished the sprite yet. I'm not gonna give too much information, but here's the reveal of this stage, of at least the background. You all can guess what is in here, then you deserve a medal. Because, okay, there are a lot of stuff. Again, it's a work in progress, but it's getting there because this is the background I made, at least to myself. At least I made the background to myself. At least, and also the icon. It's actually based on a real location that I actually go to as a child back then. But from what I saw, it was shut down like during COVID. During COVID, this site or this place where I go to shut down. So it was disappointing and sad because it was a place that I go to as a child, like very long time ago. Like we watch see Yu-Gi-Oh, go to watch to see Star Wars, which is why you see, oh my god, where is it? Here's Star Wars 3, which is a reference to Revenge of the Sith. Now, why am I leaking my own mod? Why am I leaking or giving away this information about my mod? Well, here's the true reason. There's been so much discourse surrounding the FNF community that the fans are becoming very toxic from how it started to how it's going. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's to the point where creators, like the creators of Sonic.exe or creators of FNF Entity, to the point that they have shut down and canceled their own mod, which is very sad because I really wanted to actually play those mods, but there's been so much discourse surrounding it to the point where creators or co-creators turn their backs and leak the info and leak the mod without giving the creators permission, and that's disgusting. I mean it. That's really disgusting. So the reason why I leaked my own so that no one can leak it for me. So there's that. And also there's a lot of moments, like there's a lot of creators that have been stressed out or overwhelmed by creating their own mods to the point that they decided to cancel it altogether because there's been so much shit during COVID, because COVID has been affecting a lot of people. Not just myself, but the majority of the mod developers. Like, there's time that people do need to rest a bit because how much of COVID is affecting and how much people are working on their mods. They're spending their time. They're taking away their own time, their own life, just to create what you love. And then there are people like the toxic community wants to shit on them and wants to cancel them to the point that they want to push back the release date or never release at all. That's so disgusting. Like, it's unbelievable. And I feel bad for these creators because they worked so hard to create these mods, and then you have people and jackasses like the people who leak their mods or leak their info of what the mod looks like and or everything all together just to credit themselves and went by the creators back. Like, it's disingenuous, to be honest. I'm really feeling bad for other creators that I follow, like for example, Dracobot. Like, he needs a team that helps him with the mod. Like, I'm just creating my own mod, so I have too much shit on my hands, and I don't got a programmer to do this shit because I don't have an animation team with me, and I don't have a coder, and not to mention, I don't have a mapper, so I have to map my own mod or place and make art like this background so I can spend or save my time on myself before and plan myself before planning to others to what the mod looks like, of how I wanted what it looks like, because there are small mod developers that want to create their own mod, and I'm not joking. There are a lot of small indie mod developers within the community that wants to get in the hype of creating this game or creating their own mod, but there's a lot of shit behind the there's so much shit behind the scenes of the dev team, and there's also so much cancel culture affecting them, and there's both positive and negative of the cancel culture. And let's be real, cancel culture is shit. Like, there's so much shit that they want to cancel the devs for what have they done? I mean, there are reasonable there are a lot of reasonable shit and why they have to cancel them. Like, for example, the one that some now shall not be named. I tried to name one mod, but I can't remember the name because I skipped it. But overall, there's so much shit behind the scenes, even abusing the developers who work with the creator, who work with them, and abuse them. And not only that, they disingenuously harass them, like both sexually and verbally, and it's not acceptable. I mean it. It's not acceptable. I don't accept anyone who who's willing to abuse one another individual, and it's just disingenuous. I feel bad for the people who is working with these assholes who are harassing them, and they don't deserve. The one who's making the mod in the first place doesn't deserve credit. The one who's the asshole of the bunch, the most asshole, doesn't deserve credit. The one who deserves credit is the one who is making who is spending their money, spending their time, spending their life to create what people loved. And I feel bad for those people, and not the one who is being a huge asshole about it. And right now, I'm feeling bad for Retrospector and Camex behind the scenes because of their private life. And it's not to say they're canceled. No, they're both not canceled. And I don't condone anyone to harass both Retrospector or Camex, but I love their work. And I mean it. I follow them both Twitter and YouTube. I hope he feels better, and I do support him by many enemies necessary, but the people are being assholes was the fandom. Like, there's so much toxicity within the fandom that is the reason why I distance myself and taking breaks from Friday Night Funkin', from any mods in general, including myself, including creating my own mod. I take myself away. I take time off, create my own mod because of the toxic assholes in the FNF community. Not to say they're worse than ReZero, and I mean God. ReZero has by far the worst community ever existed because their fan base is more toxic than FNF's. But FNF is no better than that. FNF is still toxic either way. And it's just disgusting what we're going through now. Like, really. And I mean it. Why can't people just how do I put this? Just like what they got. Like, you got people who genuinely like the mod, and then you got the other people who like the mod, but they want more, to the point that they become toxic and narcissistic people. There are people who are really willing to talk shit just because they like something, but if they don't get what they want, they throw a temper tantrum to a point where they want to shit on the person who makes the mod. Like, dude, they are making a mod. Like, just because you want something doesn't make you want to be the one who's focused on you. Like, come on, give me a mod, give me a mod this instant. Like, that's not how mods work. Like, that's not how FNF modders work. Like, shit just takes time. Like, you gotta understand, people have lives. People have lives, has their own shit. Like, they have their own shit to take care of. Like, they're not your drones. They're fucking human beings. Like, really now, you gotta respect those people who are taking the time and give you what you love, and stop being a shit about you because they are being nice. Like, people, the majority of the fan base are, not the fan base. The majority of the dev team are being nice to you to give you what you want, and you just want to be an asshole about it, and you want to change or give you something this instant with a snap of a finger. No, like, be generous. Like, people got lives. People has their own loved ones to take care of. People has jobs, you know. Like, they're spending their time and money to give you what you want. Like, people who are working on these mods have low income. Like, the majority of people who are working on these mods have low income. And you gotta respect those people because, again, they're taking the time, their resources, their money, their lives to just give you what you want. They don't make mods for assholes like those people who are being toxic to the dev team. Like, come on. It's just not right. And I know this is a serious topic because there's a lot of cancellations of other mods and people or other creators that are leaving the community, and I don't blame them. I don't blame the dev team to leave the community because of these people who are being toxic to them, or the head creator being asshole to the other creators. And it's just not right, honestly. And I'm sorry for this serious topic, but I just got something to lay on my chest, so don't worry. This mod is still in development. This is just again, a work in progress background. I got more shit to make, which is the cleanup and some fixes, but I would you all like to thank you to listen to my rants because holy shit, this community